What's up, healers? Marina Simone in the house. Literally watching those videos, I'm like, we need to update my entrance video, and we're working on it. We are working on it. But I was watching it, I'm like, you can tell I'm so freaking Italian with the hand motions in every single video. We've got North Carolina in the house, Chicago in the house. We've got where else we got Salt Lake City. I'm squinting. Okay. This is serious. I'm squinting to be able to see the names over here. Where is the 40 plus button to be able to see comments? We need that button on social media ASAP. I am beyond excited. Tonight, we're bringing the real demand code to a complete circle, loop, closing the loop. I don't know, one of those words. And I can't wait to share with you guys the freaking beautiful slides that I made, first of all. I was busy all day today. Thank you for the birthday wishes and the Mother's Day wishes. I appreciate all of you. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, you must have partied all weekend. That's why you literally, had to push the master class back. No, I was sick to my stomach. So I did not have like a party this weekend for my birthday, but I got to be with my family, and that's all that matters. It matters the most to me. Got to be with my girls and got to be with my husband. So yes, for the 40 plus button. I love this. We need to start this whole, I don't know, this whole movement. Okay. Of we need it. Yeah. Mel left and then my tummy started hurting. That's exactly what happened. So for those of you that don't know, my right hand, Mel, lives in Australia. She was here with me for 3 weeks, by the way. She said she was going to give me 4. I got 3. She's back in Australia, but she's on right now, and I'm just so grateful for her because she literally keeps me in check. So, with that being said, I have so much to go over, and I want to respect your time. I also just want to let you know a couple of housekeeping things. You can still upgrade to get the recordings, the VIP, and also receive the real cash flow where I go into captions, I go into all things via reels. Okay. So if you want to get that upgrade, just drop the word upgrade in the comment section. That's probably not going to work. Hold on. Go here. And if somebody can drop this, hold on, let me see if I can just drop this. If you, I don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. That's where you're going to go to grab the upgrade and all the things. Oh, thank you. I look sexy. So here's another thing I need help with before we get into all of it. Let's just have a real conversation. Okay. Girly, go to girly. Okay. What I need is anytime you guys see long sleeved, like something like this, right? This is like my new jam. It's my new jam. Like this is going to be my new look. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's profesh, but it's still chic and classy. Anytime you guys see like a business looking kind of thing that looks like this, send it to my DMs and Instagram with a link, please. Thank you. Because I'm obsessed and over 40, don't really want to have it all hanging out all the time. In fact, I'm going to speak at my daughter's school on Friday. I'll be in a jumpsuit, complete jumpsuit, like sweatsuit. Pray for me. The seniors, I'm speaking to the seniors on Friday, and I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Like I can go and speak in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of humans, but something about speaking to high school seniors who don't know who I am, don't care who I am, right? And I'm not really cool because I'm a mom. Say a prayer for me. Just say a prayer, okay? I know there's no reason for me to be nervous, but just gonna keep it 100. This is gonna be a harder audience. You guys are the best audience on the planet, the healers. Like, I love you guys so much. All right, with that being said, let me grab, hopefully it's the right one. Nope. Window. Chrome. What is all that? Yes, that's the one. The real demand code. All right. Oh, yeah, my daughter's very excited. No, her teacher, I feel so bad. Her teacher was reaching out, and I've been so busy with the event and with everything that was going on. And so finally, I was like, yes, I have a day that I can come. So I'm excited. It passes the fit check, as a daughter would say. Thank you. All right, let's get into the goods, shall we? Let's do this. So you made it 5+ nights. You showed up, right? Some of you were here every single night. Some of you binge watched me and binge watched the replays until 2 a.m. Some of you were here for the first time tonight, but all of you ended up in the same room. Tonight is the final night, and tonight's different from the other 4, okay? Get some water, make sure you have a notebook, but I want you to be still. Be still, because you need to be able to absorb what I'm going to say, feel what I'm going to say, so we can close this thing out properly, okay? Tonight, I'm not teaching you something new. It's about showing you something you've already seen this week, but you haven't named it yet. Because somewhere across the last 4 nights of the Real Demand Code, something cracked open for you. And tonight's the night you decide what you're going to do with it. Okay? Look at how pretty this is. So, look at the road that we've walked together. Okay? Take a screenshot of this. This is the road that you walked with me. Day 1, I told you something was leaking, and we worked the demand leak model. Your content was getting attention, but it's not converting. Day 2, I told you something was being skipped. That's when we talked about the scroll stop signal and the micro demand hook. Even the women who did stop scrolling were skipping past you. Ugh. That was the part that really sucked, right? Day 3, I told you something was being chosen and it wasn't you. That's the authority gap, right? So we did the authority audit together. Some of you cried. I have the freaking DMs. Some of you cried. Day 4, I told you something was structurally broken. The demand system, the bucket with holes. So your business only works when you do. Okay. Now, day 5, each night I named something different, but what if I told you all 4 nights were pointing to the same thing? So the leak, the skip, the choice, the system, they're all symptoms of one underlying thing. And that one thing is what we're naming tonight, okay? It's the identity infrastructure. So what I'm going to install for you is a framework that makes the other 4 make sense, right? The identity infrastructure. Look at this picture. There's 3 layers. At the surface, the part the world sees, that's your content, okay? Your reels, your captions, your stories, your DMs, everything you make and post. Underneath that part nobody sees, but everyone feels. That's your structure. That's your funnels. That's your systems. That's your offers. That's your client journey, the infrastructure I taught you about on day 4. But underneath the structure, the part that's really never addressed with you, because most coaches out there don't even know theirs, that's your identity. Identity is the foundation that creates everything above it. I got to just share with you guys really quick. I just did a podcast. I recorded today 6 hours of my day, specifically because I've seen so many coaches, and I'm just going to bring my flash back up for this because I want you guys to hear me when I say this. I have seen so many copy paste coaches in the branding world, and they're literally selling you Canva templates. Canva templates. It's pissing me off. I'm going to keep it 100. It's pissing me off. I'm seeing women spend $15, $20, $10, $5, $2,500, $5,000 on a branding kit, and they're not even the ones creating it. They're like outsourcing it to freaking the Philippines, right? And there's no identity. Like there's no thought behind it. So it's like a Pinterest mood board. And that's what I'm seeing so many of you buy because you're so desperate to understand why your personal brand isn't working. And this is the part that's missing. This is the part that I do that no one else does. The identity. The way I do it is fucking fire. Excuse my French. But it's fire. I just finished doing 2 iconic brand builds. And I will tell you that I get better and better because I just fall in love with my clients. You see them all, right? I wake up every day and look at their faces. I look at their faces because this is who I show up for. Not just me, not just my family, but these botches, these faces is who I show up for every day. Because I need to see them. It's my reminder. And I'm just sick and tired of watching you guys waste so much money on things that don't matter. I want you to think of having a house. Ready? Here we go. You have a house that's built on sand. The foundation keeps breaking. It's sinking. Your identity is that foundation. You're on sand. But these branding coaches are like, just get a new door. Okay, you can get a new door. The foundation still's not working. It's still sand. They're like, it's okay, get a new roof. Okay, but the sand. They're like, oh, you just need a new logo. Oh, just post more consistently. Post everywhere. Build 50 funnels. Spend $500,000 in ads. Just copy what I did. I don't know why it's not working for you. You must not be working hard enough. Okay, I'm going to go back to my slides now. I'm going to get off my my little rant here. Okay? Everything is your identity. Your identity determines the content you'll make, the structure you'll build, the offers you'll have the courage to charge for, the clients you'll attract, the income you can hold without it slipping away. When your identity matches your level, your business holds. When your identity lags, just like the sand, your business will break every single time. And so what I see your identity has expanded over the last 12 to 24 months, maybe. You're not the woman you were when you started the business. You're not the woman you were when you started this business. Hear me. You're smarter. You're more experienced. You've handled hard conversations. You've coached people through real things. You've built something. Even if it's still wobbly, you've built it. But your structure hasn't caught up. So your branding looks like the woman you were 18 months ago. Your offers are priced for the woman you were when you launched. Your content sounds like the version of you that needed permission to be seen instead of the version of you who already knows. So now you're operating at a level your business it just can't sustain it, right? So you have this identity of $20,000 months, but your structure is $1,000 month, a $2,000 month, a $5,000 month. So every time you almost get there, something breaks. Something has to give. That's not a failure of effort. That is an identity structure mismatch, okay? So remember the bucket we talked about on day 4? And if you didn't watch day 4, you definitely want to grab all the replays. But I'll go over it again. The bucket with the holes. So where you keep pouring water into the bucket, so you're putting your content, your effort, your hooks, you're posting more, and the water keeps freaking leaking out. Look at the picture on the left. That's where most of you live. Now look at the picture to the right. Same bucket, same water. But underneath the bucket, there's structure. It's sealed. It's reinforced. It's built to hold what you pour in it. So the water doesn't leak out anymore because the structure underneath is doing the holding. Got it? Okay. So here's what I didn't tell you on day 4. What creates the structure? What makes the structure even possible? Identity does. A woman who doesn't see herself as a CEO won't become or build a CEO infrastructure. A woman who doesn't believe she deserves consistent income won't build the systems that produce it. A woman who's still operating from her old identity will rebuild her business at her old level over and over and over again. P.S. I know this because I did it. You just saw my blog that I put up of the $4 million that I lost. I go over all of this inside of my blog, my personal story with it. Because the identity created the structure for me. And it's going to do the same thing for you. So the structure holds the content. The content generates the income. 3 layers, 1 foundation. Identity is the foundation. Okay? So look at these 2 doors. Get a notebook, because this is not a me just talk at you. Okay? I need you to have the same energy as day 3 and day 4 right now, because we're doing something tonight that determines what the next 12 months of your business are going to look like. Okay? So there's 2 doors. Got it? 2 doors. There's 2 doors in front of you tonight. Door 1 is the path you've been on. You build momentum. You spike, you drop, rebuild, spike, drop, rebuild. You stay in the cycle. Your income comes in waves. Your content carries the pressure. Your business only works when you do. And it breaks when you don't. Right? A year from tonight, same room, same numbers, same exhaustion, maybe slightly more reach, a couple new customers, definitely more tired. Door 2 is a path that's been right next to you the whole time. You decide tonight that you're done rebuilding every time you grow. You install an identity-backed structure. Your business compounds instead of resetting. This is what the gurus are not telling you. They're telling you, oh, I just made 7 figures from my Instagram funnel. No, they figured out how to install an identity-backed structure so their business could compound instead of resetting and breaking. So a year from tonight, different room, different numbers, different woman, predictable income, stable infrastructure, authority that holds. Now, I want you to do something. Write the answer down, okay? 12 months from tonight, which woman do I want to be? The woman who chose door 1 or the woman who chose door 2? Write it down. Don't just say it out loud. Write it. Okay? Now, here's the move that makes this real. When this live ends tonight, I want you to DM me on Instagram with 1 word. Marina door 1 or Marina door 2. That's it. Marina door 2 or Marina door 1. Because the moment you DM me, you've made the decision public. And public decisions are the ones that actually happen. I'll personally read every single one, I promise you. It is me and my Instagram DMs. It is not a random human, okay? I personally read every single one, and I want you to send me that DM. Now, some of you are sitting there going, Marina, I want door two, but is it actually even freaking possible for me? So let me give you three pieces of evidence from this week alone that you've seen. Cheryl, when you met her, okay, she was in a constant cycle of buying course after course and getting more confused. Now she has clarity on her micro niche. Same woman, different identity, different business. Monique, 75 days ago, had nothing, no website, no funnels, no idea where to start. Today, she has a full ecosystem. 3 funnels, automation, sales scripts, same woman, different identity, different business. Alicia, 12 years an entrepreneur, done with the industry, 2 middle fingers up. Then she chose door 2, 3 sales in her first week, all organic. Same woman, different identity, different business. Now, this is where I stand out from the rest. These are 3 different niches, 3 different stages, 3 different starting points. But they all had one common factor. They chose the door with me. I want to show you what happens when you choose door 2. And I want to show you someone that I worked with when they first got started, because I think sometimes it's easy to like look at where have people are now, but not where they came from. And I started working with this absolute rock star. I was her very first coach. Okay. I don't know why that's posting. Delete comment. Who is that? Delete. Anyway, so when I first started working with Kimberly Olson, she had no brand. She had a very small network marketing team, and she didn't have a lot of time. And seeing where she is now, I want you to hear where she started, because I think that's the most important piece, is knowing, will this work for you?
My name is Kimberly Olson, and I wanted to share my experience with working with Marina Simone. I've been in network marketing for 2.5 years, and when I first started and got through my warm market, I was really stuck. I couldn't travel. My children were 1 and 2.5 at the time, and it just wasn't going to work out for me to build in person. Luckily, a friend of mine tagged me on one of Marina's videos, and I was hooked. I watched every video I could and quickly jumped into her masterminds, her coaching, and I've done every single program she's offered. And by doing that, I was able to figure out who I was, who I wanted to serve, how I wanted to show up in social media. So I launched my brand called The Gold Digger Girl. Since then, I've grown my following to over 100,000 on social media. I've also been able to build up multiple 6 figures, not only with my personal branding, but I am 1 rank away from the top of my company, and have a really thriving, successful network marketing team as well. I've published a couple of books. I've been able to speak at events. I have a podcast, really all the things that I wanted to do with my brand. And I know for a fact, I would not have been able to do that this quickly without Marina, because she's in the trenches. She sees all the changes, and she's so hands-on and tactical, but she also gives you the strategy you need to make it happen. I can't say enough good things about Marina. So thank you so much. You're amazing. And if you guys are thinking about working with her, definitely do it.
Now, why did I show you that video? Couple of reasons, right? That video is obviously not from yesterday, but you can see her journey of how she has continued to grow into the new identity. And she picks up the phone and calls me all the time when she needs to have that conversation. And so some of you watching tonight have small kids. Some of you can't travel for events. Some of you can't build this business in person. Even though every coach in the industry tells you, there's only one way to do it, Kimberly was you. 2.5 years into network marketing, 2 babies, 1-year-old and a 2.5-year-old, couldn't travel, couldn't go to in-person events, stuck in her warm market, completely stalled. Then a friend tagged her on one of my videos. Isn't that insane? So what I want you to see in that is someone like her getting tagged in one of your videos, one of your YouTubes, one of your things. Because if it happened for me, it can absolutely happen for you, and it happened for her. Okay. So let me bring this back up. Sorry, guys. I don't have any water with me over here. Okay. So let's keep this going. Here's most of you watching have one or two things in common with Kimberly, right? She didn't just build the empire because she had more time than you. She had less. She built it because she figured out who she was, who she wanted to serve, and how she wanted to show up. She built her identity first. Then she built the brand. Then the brand built everything else. That's identity infrastructure. Okay? Now, let me show you what room she's in. First, the timeline. So though I know there have been, I think, close to 15 or 16 of you that have applied for Brand Me On Demand. Get your application in before Friday at midnight, because then we're closing the applications. Okay. That's not a false scarcity tactic, by the way. It's a real cap because our team personally does every single brand audit Zoom with Marina On Demand as a demo. So they can't do unlimited calls. So we cap how many women we let into the application window per launch. Okay. So apply before midnight. You can go to the brandsignalaudit.com. You can actually just go to brandmeondemand.com. And we will keep the brand signal audit pre-call bonus up, the current pricing, and the authority audit and demand system worksheets immediately. So apply tonight or before Friday night. The next time we're going to reopen this is in 60 days at these prices. So not at these prices. 60 days, not at these prices. Okay. There'll be new pricing and no bonuses. Mel, don't kill me. So it is a real. Diamond alert. We don't have any of those open. So I'm just going to skip that right now. I'm going to go straight to our icon tier because this is a tier that we don't talk about enough. And I want you to understand the power of icon. Not only do you get a whole year inside of Brand Me On Demand, a whole year of my AI system, Marina On Demand, and get all of my virtual assistants inside of Claude, you also get 2 sessions with me where I create your iconic brand build. And then what we create together, I personally promote your offer or your funnel to my list of over 100,000 women. Plus, you get 100+ page iconic brand build I create personally for you. Okay. That's why this is not talked about enough. Because can you imagine if I promote you to my audience? Do you think you'll make your money back? I'm just going to say, for what's inside of this tier right here, this 9997, it's a complete steal. Okay. So when you're looking at this one, and we have payment plans that are available for you as well, 6 payments of $2,000 or $9,997. Okay. But when you look at the diamond, which is $45,000, and you look at all my other working with me one-on-one offers, okay, you are literally getting a steal here, because what I give you, people are charging $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 for big brands for. And I'm saying that because I freaking mean it. You are not getting a copy paste Canva template. That's not what you get in your brand. You get your identity. Okay. Now we added something that we're only going to leave open till Friday, because I know some of you are like, I'm not ready to commit, or you're just like, hey, I don't know if that's for me. You can join right now without applying for the $555 a month. You will not get a session with me. However, you will get in the room with the founder and the icon members. You will get access to Marina On Demand, your AI brand coach. You will get all the new Claude skills. You'll get the private community access and all the trainings that we already have in there to help you build your brand. We'll give you our templates for our funnels and for our automations as well. So I have not opened this publicly at this price yet, But do not come in at this level if you're not going to commit 6 months. I don't want you coming in for 555, seeing if it's for you, and then you're like, nah. If you're going to come in, I want you to commit to 6 months. Because if you can't commit to 6 months, don't join. This is not, I will try it for a month. Okay. So you'll be in the same room. I'm closing this monthly option Friday night. Okay. What is today? I don't even know what day it is. So if you did the client journey audit and saw your bucket is leaking, if you wrote door 2 in your notebook tonight, if you've been to too many coaching rooms and you're done settling for less than what you actually need, here's exactly how this works. Okay. Step 1, go choose how you're going to get started with us. Are you coming in as an icon? Are you coming in as a founder? If you have a personal concierge, message them ASAP so you can make sure you grab one of the spots. Okay, my team will be reaching out to you probably in DMs. Okay. Second, if you're a fit, you'll get an email with a calendar link, 24 to 48 hours. We'll collect your payment. We'll tell you you're good to go. Then you're going to book your 60-minute brand audit Zoom call directly with me as soon as you pay. You're going to do your onboarding, and then you're going to get the link to book with me. Now, what I want to make sure you know is that if you are someone who's looking for algorithm hacks, like this isn't for you, right? I showed you who this was for. This is for someone who's looking for door 2. You want me in the room with you. That's what that's for. Okay. So if you have any questions, please get with your personal concierge. Drop it in the chat. Actually, let me see. Let me bring my little fotch up here. Oh, thanks. Close this May 15. What? Friday. Yep, the 15th. There we go. Thanks, Mel. She knows what day it is. I never know what day of the week it is. If you need the replay, drop replay in the comment section too, and we will reach out to you. But again, we posted the link, but we'll try to get the link everywhere. So if you have questions, don't hesitate. Like reach out. Like I'm a human. Hit me up on DMs and Instagram. Like have a real conversation with me. I have no problem. I will be honest with you. I don't want you spending money if this isn't the place for you. And we will let you know. Right? Like I could literally just be like, here you go. Here's a link. Go sign up. We don't do it that way. I want to make sure that we keep this room intimate because I go all in. Like everything I have, I pour into the Brand Me On Demand students. Everything I have. Okay. I think we're almost to the end. We are. Screenshot this. Okay. Look back at where we started. Day 1, something was leaking. Day 2, something was being skipped. Day 3, something was being chosen. It wasn't you. Day 4, something was structurally broke. And tonight, you saw what's underneath all of it. Identity. Everything I taught you this week. The hooks, the audit, the system, the structure, the bucket. None of it works if your identity stays the same. So the woman who showed up day 1 is not the woman who you are right now. She doesn't have the language for the authority gap like you do. She doesn't have the client journey audit. She doesn't know what an identity infrastructure even looks like. She doesn't know that what she's been calling consistency problems are actually identity structure mismatches, but you do. The question isn't whether you've grown this week because I want you to know you have. You are so much further ahead than those that did not show up for this. The question is whether you'll let that growth go somewhere or whether you'll let it slip through your fingers like every other free training you've ever attended or any other low ticket thing you've purchased. You don't need more time to figure this out. You don't need more proof. You don't need another course or PDF. You need a decision that matches the level you're already operating at. Okay? So I want you to go right now to Instagram and I want you to DM me your door. DM me your door. Okay? DM me your door. Where do we sign up? Are you talking about brand me on demand or buying the real demand code, which is day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Let me drop brandmeondemand.com is where you can apply for the brand signal audit or join at the 555 without applying. I think that dropped in the comment section. Yes, we are here to help. If you know who your concierge is, reach out to them. If you don't know who your concierge is, write in the comments, I don't know who my concierge is, or send me a DM on Instagram. If you're like, I don't know, what's your Instagram? It's probably a good idea. Let me show you my Instagram. Let's do that. So this way you guys can see what profile is mine. So you guys can make sure you're not messaging a bot. Let's see, stop screen share, share screen, Instagram. This is me right here, okay? Right, her, Marina and Simone. I had to put my last name to have the blue check mark. Don't Google that name. That's the ghetto name. This is the other name. I'm just kidding. I'm actually not kidding at all. But this is my profile right here. This is me, okay? This is me right here. There are a lot of fake accounts pretending to be me. If it doesn't have this blue check mark, it ain't me on Instagram. Just want to keep that 100 with you guys. I will never ask you for money or crypto or Bitcoin, ever, any of those things. So with that being said, I had so much fun with you guys tonight. I tried to keep this as quick and painless as possible. Go binge watch day 1, 2, 3, 4, and come back to 5. Go over and over again and watch this and watch how your identity starts to grow. You start to shift. You start to see things completely different. You're wearing a new lens. And if you're just kind of thinking like maybe you're not enough to build your own brand, I'm here to tell you that you freaking are. You just need somebody as good as me to pull it out of you. And that's what I do. So I love you guys. I had a blast. And I'll see you next time. Bye.